Ladies and gentlemen, you know where you're at. This is your host with the most. How's everybody doing out there? If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. I'm back in the saddle, baby. You know what, on this, I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna do it live and tell y'all what's been going on and things like that. Hopefully everybody's out there staying safe and things like that. As always, I'm hoping you're having a peaceful, productive, and a blessed day. Got something fresh for you. I want to shout out my boy Noel for this one. We're gonna get into it. Not gonna take too many of your ticks. See, they got some new things going on the platform. I want to try it out next couple of days. See if we could get this thing back. Back to where we, at least back to close to where we had it, where it was profitable. Got the yin and yang here for you, baby. And with these new rules, I'm gonna try and get back to how it used to be. If you guys know anything about the rules and stuff like that, it has been changing. They're giving us the opportunity to let them know if things are good. So with that being said, whenever you guys get to a new setup, please allow it a few ticks just so it can do what it do. All right? Let's just see what we got here. Oh, that's cute. All right. Now, you guys know, if you're familiar with my boy Noel, you guys know he usually sticks to the script. Okay? Like I said, we're going to take this slow. Let me see. Did we have any? We don't have any widgets. He usually don't mess with widgets either, so. Alright. Now the sub menu, of course, guys, pretty much things stay standard a lot of times. Nothing really changes. You're really not going to get, too much different when you're dealing with setups. I mean, let's just go into skin settings. Let's see what we got out in here. So we got the real steel skin. Shout out to Terra for this one too. I never really do that. A lot of people work on skins and glow bars and things like that. I never really give them a shout out. Shout out TK, man. You know what it is. Let's see what we could do with this. General. Extras. Okay, autocomplete is always on. People, this is a feature that I think, I can't say it enough. This feature right here, you always need to look for this. I don't care which setup you get to. You need to find this, because if you're like me and you like to search for things and not go through lists and just use a search feature, this is for you. All it is a virtual keyboard. And I think it pulls from the tube or something. I think it pulls from the tube, like that kind of thing where, you could put in a couple of letters. Like you want Gold Rush or something, man, just put gold and it'll pop up. But this is something you most definitely want to look for every time. But this one is already done. Okay, I'm not gonna get too technical on this one. Let's go on the system. See what we got. Now, people, first of all, whenever I get to a setup, the first thing that I really want to make sure is everything is updated. And as you can see, we have available updates. I don't know why I didn't do this before. But let's just go, man. Let's just, okay. So as you can see, we have six things needing to update. I'm just gonna go on out. And as you can see, it will tell you that it's currently downloading everything that it needs to do. And usually when it's in this type of phase, you just want to leave it alone until currently is gone, okay? But that's usually the first thing I do when I get to a setup. Let's go here. And what I'm interested in here is the video player input stream. Like I said, if you're new here, welcome. But you guys basically know what I'm about to do. I'm about to go in the video player input stream. And RTMP input was the only thing that you could enable on this. But you know it's working well. I always like to say the input stream adaptive is in the background somewhere. Who knows? But this is working well. Let me show you guys how to get this. What you actually want to do is go right back to the main page. Okay? And you want to go to install from repo. Now, once you go to install from repo, all you got to do is go to all repositories. Okay, and once you're in all repositories, all you want to do is go to video player input stream. Okay, now as you can see, the input stream adaptive is here. Let's try to get it. Okay. You can also try to long press on it. Okay, it only has information. So when I see that, to me, it's already here. So it can't install again once it's already here. But you can always press on these things and get the information on it. Know what these things do, people. It doesn't make any sense for you to get these things and not be familiar with what it does. Okay? Now, when you see the RTMP input, just go ahead and enable it. And if for some reason it doesn't enable, all you have to do is start your system, close out your setup, clean your cache, turn it back on, and it'll be there. Okay? Very important, that is. All right. Next thing I do, let me see this player. Now, just a heads up, you always want to have this on expert if you want to go and do what I'm doing now. And what I want to focus on is here. And pay attention to all of this stuff here. You usually want it to look like this. You adjust display refresh rate off, sync playback to display off, minimize black bars off, display full 3 videos is normal. Because after you get into it, after you get into something, you can actually change some of these. Well, this display you can change and things like that. But what I want to focus on here is enable HQ scalers for scaling above, and get used to this stuff too. Make sure this stuff is always on right here, these two. But what I want to focus on here is enable HQ scalers for scaling above. As you can see, this one came on 90. I actually like to have mine on 100 for all the devices 3 gigabytes and up, your NVIDIA Shields and various other devices. Okay. For your medium devices like your Fire TVs, cubes, Fire TV cubes, as well as your NVIDIA tubes, those are all 2 gigabyte devices. Kind of like to have that on 50 or 60. And for your small end devices like your sticks, etc., kind of like to have that on 20 or 30. Usually it comes in on 20, but not all the time. These guys, you know, some of these guys tune it up. Some of them do them on laptops. Some of them do them on home PCs. So things sometimes vary. Now, the thing about this is a real section. You can also read what this stuff does, as you can see it below. And I'm pointing at it, and you guys cannot see me pointing at it. So, yeah, I'm actually pointing at it. But Always get used to checking this section. Now, let me give you a heads up on this section and the numbers. Sometimes it may vary whether you're hardlined in with your Ethernet cord or you're using Wi-Fi. Okay? Me personally, the reason why I go with 100 all the time is because I'm using an Ethernet cord. I'm not on Wi-Fi. All right? I use Ethernet for everything that I take serious. Okay? Now, I do use Wi-Fi, but everything that I take serious, I use Ethernet. Okay? So, hey, if you're dealing with a 2 gigabyte device, you're on Wi-Fi, try 40 first. 40 work good, then bump it up to 50. If 50 work good, go on to 60. But this is a section where you got to know your device. You just have to. All right. One thing I did want to focus on, this is his section right here. Everything is his section right here. Okay. And you just go into the sub menu and you can see everything he has, even the whiz. All right. Okay, now nothing seems to happen when you go in some of these main menus. All right, so just go on down to the sub menu. Everything will be there. Okay, the main menus do nothing. All right, so just so you'll know that, hey, it's not working. Okay. Right about now, we just need to go into the whiz. It's right here. All right. First thing I like to do when I get into any whiz is just go straight to the maintenance section before I write my advanced settings. And what I like to do is a total cleanup. Let's just clean all. After that's done, I like to go to Tools. And I like to go to Full Config. Okay. Now, if you guys aren't really familiar with what you're doing here, leave the first two sections alone. Your video cache size and your curl timeout. Leave that alone and go right to buffer mode. And instead of having it on 2, let's put it on 1. After that, we want to write the file. And then you can check on your settings actually here. Okay, you can check your settings. And it's really nothing else to do, people, but just restart your setup. Like I said, if your RTMP doesn't show when you log it off, before you restart, turn it off. Turn off your setup. Go to where the setup is and clean your cache. I hope you guys know how to do that. But if you're new here and you need help, just let me know what kind of device you're on, and I'll gladly help you out. Okay? Now, I need you guys to let me know how you guys like this one. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe, but most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells, people. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget, it is good to be good, and it is bad to be bad. I'm going to see you guys real soon, y'all, on the next one. Peace, y'all.